The Colby Manor House. Mr. and Mrs. Colby were married in Maine, USA, in September of 1960. The marriage was unhappy from the very start. Mrs. Edna Colby was a cold-hearted woman with very little regard for anyone but herself. Mr. Colby, or James, was a business-minded man and found very little enjoyment when he wasn't working. The Colbys had 3 daughters in quick succession, which made Mr. Colby very happy, as he reasoned it would soften Edna's heart, keep her busy, and quiet her suspicion about the house being full of spirits. The house. The house was a well-built manor house on the coast that had been in the family for generations. Unfortunately, tragedy had befallen anyone who lived there, and it would prove to be no different for the Colbys. One night, the Colby girls begged their mother to let them play in the garden at dusk. She conceded due to a terrible headache. That was the last time the Colby family was seen alive. The headline read, "Colby family still missing." The public would never know the truth. Mr. Colby had returned one night to have Edna greet him with the news that all 3 girls had drowned in the garden pond. She told him with the darkest of eyes and a blank stare. He found his footing after a moment of shock and proceeded to choke Edna to death, dragging her body to the edge of the pond and rolling her in. Mr. Colby then picked up his hat and coat and walked into the Atlantic Ocean. The house has since fallen silent, abandoned, forgotten, except for the spirits from long ago. They are now joined by the 3 Colby children, who will forever roam the halls of Colby Manor.